get that kind of stuff squared away and
Yeah.
having everything else.
I want to make sure I'm being a good person to others because it's...
To prepare themselves and...
shout out to my parents.
You're going for you. We've already answered so far.
It's basically the same.
Who's helped you get to this point? Who means the most to you?
Like my girl. Like, I literally love her with my whole heart.
Hey, what's going on? Matt Besachio here once again for WMCT-TV and WMCT Sports. And welcome back for a summertime edition of the Senior Spotlight Show, where we bring different student athletes throughout the city of Marlborough, bring them here into our newly renovated space here on 91 Main Street, and introduce them to you. And today, our guests are from the Marlborough Senior Babe Ruth baseball team. We've got starting shortstop, Andrew Talcoff, and starting pitcher / first baseman, Andrew Talmo. Guys, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. Now, Marlborough currently sits at 6-2 in the CMAS standings, currently trailing Bellingham by 1 game, but they got plenty of time to make up ground as they've got 4 games this week, including a doubleheader on Thursday. But before we talk about this season, let's take it all the way back. Andrew, can you talk to me a little bit about how you were introduced to the game and who taught you about it?
Yeah, so growing up, my dad played in high school, and my grandfather. So they definitely brought it on to me from an early age, growing up, going to the games, like the Red Sox. Yeah, probably started when I was 4, playing T-ball, I would say. And then, yeah.
Going to a Red Sox game, you guys get to go to maybe a game a year kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, I probably went to more than one. I probably went to 5 or 6, I'd say.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, my uncle had season tickets, so that definitely played a factor in it.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Talmo, how about you?
My experience with baseball kind of started around kindergarten, first grade. Just went outside, starting to swing with my bat, and started picking up a wiffle ball, just throwing it up in the air, hitting it right into my neighbor's backyard, and then I just kept doing that every single day. And next year, I ended up playing Little League with him for a little bit. We played in this junior farm league. I played with a team called the Lugnuts, I think. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And then every year since, I've just loved the game more and more. I would say that a lot of that is because of my dad and my grandfather. My grandfather played in high school and played at college at MCLA. And also watching the Red Sox, too, and baseball in general. It was kind of what I would say is what really drove me to love the game of baseball.
Very nice. Good answer. Now, summertime comes, midsummer, late summer. You start to see the commercials, and then eventually you start seeing the Little League World Series games on TV. And I know as a kid, that was always a dream that, first off, to make All-Stars would have been just a dream in itself, but then to be able to progress regional, states, and all that. But Andrew, do you have a specific memory from your time in Little League that kind of sticks out? Best game or, anything really like that?
Yeah, so when I was, I don't remember exactly what grade. I think it was 5th grade. I went on a getaway with a club team of mine. We went to this place called the Dan Duquette Tournament. It was a 3-day getaway. So we didn't win a game, but it was very fun, getting to sleep in a cabin and just getting to play with the guys. That was fun. So
yeah, very unique experience.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
A 10, 11-year-old to be able to travel.
Yeah, I was very young, and it was just different.
What about you, Talmo?
One Little League experience that I do remember having was back in I want to say 4th grade. I was in minors. I know he was in the majors for our AVLL league. My team was the Astros, and we were facing the Royals, and we ended up making it all the way to the championship. And I remember in the second game, when we were up 1-0, I came in and I pitched about the entire game, struck out 10 guys. And then we ended up winning that. I ended up having a double that game too. So it was a great experience, and I enjoyed it. I miss those days a lot, but I'm excited for what the future holds every single day.
Cool. Now, you said you were pitching even back then, so you've been pitching since you were very small.
I've been pitching my whole life, yes.
All right. So you've been described as very passionate, very competitive. What do you think is the best attribute or quality that you bring to that role as a starting pitcher?
I would say the best attribute that I bring is both my intensity and the drive that I have to want to go out and do the best I can. And that, I would say that's not just for myself, but for my team. I always want to put my team ahead of everything else. And with both the intensity that I try to bring and the passion and drive to win that I want to have every single day, I'd say that it just pushes me every single day to be the best I can possibly be.
How about you, Andrew? You've been described as a very good defensive player and a quiet leader. What do you believe is the best quality that you bring to not only the field, but in a dugout with your teammates?
Energy, I think, is a big one. I always like to get everybody riled up and make sure everybody's here. Like, guys in the dugout are at the game. They're not on their phone, or like everyone is just loud. I like to bring the energy. I like to make, that makes the game fun too. Brings everybody in and just make sure that we're here or not somewhere else.
Yeah, being present.
Right. I think that's the biggest thing too, because I just want to make everybody want to be here, want to win.
Yeah. I mean, having 2 teenage stepsons, I can attest that getting people to get off of their phones is probably one of the greatest accomplishments you can do with anybody nowadays.
Definitely.
So getting a collection of people and teammates to get to focus on one thing at a time instead of being distracted is very good. Now, let's transition to your high school playing days, Talmo. This year, your senior year, you had Coach Walsh step in. Under the circumstances, first year coach, how do you believe that he did?
Well, I'd say that he did do a very good job. I mean, he was coming into a very tough, hostile situation. I mean, we were less than 2 weeks away from the season starting, and we all of a sudden new coach. I was shocked. Many of the players were shocked. It was a very surprising move, but he stepped in and he did everything he could. And he was able to form a coaching staff that, while some of us might have been, some of us didn't expect, it did the job. Obviously, our record wasn't the best, but I don't think that's what it says it was for us. We were in close games all year. He knew when he had to make a decision, and he knew when the time was right to make the move. And so overall, I mean, for a first-year guy, I say that he did a good job. I think next year he's going to just keep on improving. I think year by year, they're just going to get better and better. They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of future there. And I think he's going to just do what's right for the team. He always puts the team ahead of everything else.
That's great. Good luck to that crew next season for sure. I'll be there covering some of your games. Now, Andrew, you're a year removed from high school now. So now having that year to kind of look back on your high school career, what do you miss most about playing high school baseball?
Oh, there's a lot. I would say mainly the guys, like just everybody, like being together every day after school. We would go down to the field like every day, Monday through Friday. That's definitely up there. Or just having that like drive to win. High school baseball was like that. I mean, we have the drive in summer ball too, but I think high school ball, we're playing like every day, whereas summer ball, we're playing like once or twice a week. So I think that's also up there. And the coaches, I mean, all the coaches we had, like Coach May he was there for 3 years. He did a great job with the program. I had, Walsh was there as well. We had Coach Reno. He was there for a little while. I'm trying to think. Coach Crory, Coach Biz. We had a lot of coaches. It was always changing.
Oh, that's great. It's nice to hear that, because a lot of people that play high school sports, it can kind of, it can be either a little bit underwhelming or you don't get to play as much, so you kind of sour on the whole thing. But it's nice to hear that the both of you have, very nice memories and, you really enjoyed your time.
Yeah, I miss it. I do.
That's great. Well, let's transition now to this year and the Senior Babe Ruth team. You guys started off really hot, 5-0, just an incredible run differential. I think it was like plus 34 at once you guys hit that 5-0 mark. But over your last 3, you've lost 2 of them, and now you sit in second place behind Bellingham. Tomorrow night's game against Bellingham. Andrew, is that just another game, or is there a little bit more to it, considering it's a team that you're looking up in the standings and a team that knocked you out in the playoffs last year?
I think every game is kind of just more than a game for me personally. I want to win, but I think definitely we played Bellingham early on in the season. We beat them. So I think most of the guys, are expecting to win, but I'm going to make sure that like everybody knows that we need to go in with the mindset that this is just another game, right? We can't expect to win. I think that's also played a factor in why we've lost 2 games, because we started out so hot. Everybody's expected us to win. But I would say playing Bellingham tomorrow definitely comes with more force and emotion. Like, I'll be prepared. I know he'll be prepared. But I think I would say I just treat it like another game, really.
Okay. Talmo, now, what do you think the club is going to have to do collectively to try to get back on track over these next 4 games?
Well, I think that we have to look at it as arguably this is going to be our biggest week. I mean, 4 games, one of them we're finishing up. So the biggest thing that we're going to want is to at least come out of it with 2 wins, first off, because we don't want to have a losing week. And obviously, what would be best if we won all 4. Now, that's going to be tough. That's going to be a challenge because we need everyone there 100% focused, ready to go. And I think it does start tomorrow. And, moment that we get to that field, we get our gloves out. We take everything seriously, and we take everything with a passion and with the belief that we can do this and we can go out, win all 4, get back in the first place, and cruise our way into the playoffs. I mean, that's what we did last year. I know there's a lot of different guys, but I still think that we can do the same thing this week. And we just got to come in focused, treat this like another game, and be ready to go.
All right. Hopefully at least 2-2.
At least.
Yeah. At least. All right. Now, Andrew, talk to me about Coach Sharkey and what he's meant to you over your time with Senior Babe.
So this is my 2nd year playing for them. And I mean, Sharky's a great guy. He's always on top of everything. We have other coaches, but I would say he kind of leads the way. Every game, he's the first guy there. He's probably there like 2 hours early. He makes sure that the field's ready to play. He always checks in on every player too, like before the game. And even after the game, like he's the last guy off the field. So I would make sure he's really big on like team chemistry as well. He wants everyone to feel encouraged, even the guys that are not getting in as much as, say, like me and him. But he's big on team chemistry and just like he does it for Marlborough. He's big on the town of Marlborough. He's mentioned that plenty of times too. But yeah, he's definitely big on just emotion and team chemistry.
Cool. Talmo, what are your impressions of Coach Sharkey in your time?
I love him. I mean, he's exactly what I would want for a coach. He's a win-first guy. He always wants to win. He puts winning ahead of everything. He makes sure that we are at our best. He makes sure that we love the game. And when we're not loving the game, he knows that's a problem. He knows that if we're not loving the game the way we should be, then we're not bringing our best. And he wants us to be focused. He wants us to be ready. He always wants us to bring our A game. And he knows when the time is right to make a move. He knows when the time is right to make a change. And I think that day in and day out, he shows up wanting to win. And that's what I just always want to see from my coach. And knowing that I can see him do that, I know that I can trust him day in and day out. And that's why I love him. And
that level of trust must be different with a pitcher too, because he gets put in the unenviable position to have to say, maybe take you out of a game that you might not be doing. So, I mean, that's got to be an interesting dynamic, right? So you're competitive, he's competitive. I'm sure sometimes though, when he comes to pull you out, that might be a little bit different, right?
It can be annoying, but I understand it. It's just more so the fact that I don't want to come out because I just want to show that I still have something in the tank. But I know when he makes a decision that I might not like, I know it's what's best for the team.
That's good. I know that Sharky's always been very kind to me and gracious and even helping set this interview up. So thanks a lot, Sharky. But Andrew, you said that you've only been on the team for now. This is your 2nd year, right? So let's talk about, say, high school. When you were an underclassman, do you remember any upperclassmen that helped either to help you improve your game on the field, or was just somebody that was there to kind of maybe put a hand around your shoulder and be like, hey, it's all good, or make you feel comfortable?
Yeah, so my freshman year, we had 11 seniors on the team. 2 of our captains, Tyler Boucher and Connor Sherling. I would say Tyler Boucher was more the captain because Connor was playing football, but I would say he definitely played a factor, right? Because freshman year, we had COVID, so it was a lot different. We only played 13 games, and we weren't playing as much, which was definitely more a letdown for a lot of the guys. But I would say the captains played a very major role. That was also Coach May's first year of coaching, so he was also coming in as a rough spot.
A lot of moving pieces.
Oh, yes. It was definitely different. We were wearing masks, right? That was definitely difficult as well. And we had to make sure that, it was hard. it's just different. I know I never played baseball like that, or let alone a sport, having to like deal with all of that. But I would say like our captains did a very good job. We had captains practices every weekend. We were ready to go. I think that year we made it to like Sweet 16, if I'm not mistaken. We lost to a very good team, like the #1 team in the like division, but we were very good that year. So I was very fortunate to have two great leaders on that team. Even the other seniors, they did a great job at just making sure, because they'd played before. They knew what to expect, and they just made sure that we were comfortable and ready to play.
Good answer. Talmo, how about you, as far as it could be either this Senior Babe team, or you can reference something from your days at AV. Was there an older player that made a real impact on you as far as, just feeling comfortable being on the team?
He's #1. I can't go wrong with that. He's pushed me every single day to be the best I can be. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd be where I'm at right now for baseball. So I can't thank him enough. When I came in to Assabet last year, from Maynard. So, I mean, it was a tough spot for me, and I know it was a tough spot for him, because I knew he was going to be a captain in the senior, and he was arguably the best captain I think I've ever seen. He did everything he can every single day to put the team ahead of everything else, and I couldn't thank him enough for what he's done for me and what he's done for everyone else that he's helped out. So I'd say he was the #1 factor of somebody that has helped me so much to where I'm at today. Another person I want to thank is former Maynard High School player, Nolan Courier. He was someone that I could just always look up to in my sophomore and freshman year as someone to help out. And it's someone that could help me out with anything. If I ever wanted to get some extra work in, he would always be able to help out. And if I ever wanted to just, if I had ever had something wrong that I felt like I had something wrong with the team or with my playing time or whatnot, I could always talk to him. He was always someone I could trust, but no one, I would say I could trust more than him, this guy right here.
It's very nice. Andrew, hearing that from teammate, friend, how does that make you feel?
So actually, growing up, we were neighbors. So
look at this.
I would say
you guys played on the same, basically, farm league team before Little League, and you guys have been neighbors since basically like you were born.
Yeah. I moved in 8th grade, but I would say, we played on the same club team for like the Northeast Eagles. We were playing wiffle ball day out. Every day we were hitting. Like I have a batting cage in my backyard now, so we hit in that. So it feels good. He also motivates me as well. Every day we talk about the game, just even what's going on in the MLB or even college or just in general. And then we look forward. We kind of like to scout the other teams we're playing too. When we get to the field, it starts from playing catch. We talk about that. How does the other team look during their infield and outfield, or hitting in the cage? But yeah, he definitely motivates me, and we have a big our bond won't be broken. So
that's super nice that you guys have had this relationship all these years, and now it's gone from farm league to Little League, and now through high school, and now in Senior Babe. So that's very nice to hear that you guys have had this nice friendship and you've been able to motivate each other so much. So thanks for sharing that. That's really nice. Before we close out, a couple of quick hitter questions here. You have to explain much, but what's your favorite baseball accessory, Andrew?
Batting gloves.
Batting gloves?
Yeah.
All right. Do you get the fancy kind that have got pictures on the inside or anything like that, or
no?
I just that you go to every year.
Yeah, Bruce Bolt's. They're a new company, but I'm big on batting gloves. I've been big on them since I started playing, so I would say that's definitely my favorite accessory. Or just my baseball glove. I cherish that. I don't put it in my baseball bag. I make sure that it's shaped nicely. So
okay, the batting gloves and the glove. All right. Yeah. Talmo, how about you?
I would go with my first base mitt. Every single day that I pick that up, I just want to catch with it more and more. And even when I'm pitching in the backyard with my father, or he's catching my bullpens, I'll go to that glove. I just love to use it so much. It's just
even when you're practice pitching,
I still use it. I just love that glove so much. I don't know what it is. It's just I've always been using that. I've always wanted to just keep on using it.
Very nice. How long have you had it for?
Well, I've been switching year by year. So this year I have a new Wilson A2000. I've probably had this one for about 8-9 months now.
Okay.
So I've been just grinding it in and just catching with it as much as possible.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Next question. Sunflower seeds or gum?
I'm not really big on either.
Neither.
Really.
Okay.
If I had to choose one, I'd probably say sunflower seeds, but
All right.
I mean, not really big on either.
Neither. All right. Fair enough. Talmo, how about you?
Gum.
All
Not
right.
even close.
Any particular brand or flavor?
Double bubble or juicy fruit.
Okay.
Either or.
Classic. Classic. All right. Andrew, favorite baseball player growing up?
So like, I like Ted Williams, but I know that's like wicked old. So I would say growing up, I loved watching Andrew McCutchen play baseball.
Very sweet.
He played for the Pirates and the Yankees. He's been in the league
He's
forever.
been all over.
But I like watching him play a lot.
Very nice. Awesome, athletic, all-star center fielder. Can't go wrong with that. Talmo, how about you?
I'm a Mike Trout guy by heart, so not even close. I've always been a Mike Trout guy, and I have his jerseys, I have his baseball cards. I got about every accessory you could have of Mike Trout. So, and if it wasn't him, I would be saying Chris Bryant, but he fell off so badly. So.
Yeah. I can't go wrong with the generational talent in Trout. Very nice. Very cool. All right. Favorite baseball movie?
The Sandlot, not even close.
Perfect. Talmo, how about you?
I would say Sandlot, but I'm going to go Rookie of the Year.
Oh, you guys, in my heart right now, those are basically movies that came out when I was about like 10 or 11 years old. Between The Sandlot, that, and Angels in the Outfield. I probably watched those movies on like a loop throughout the entire summer.
I like watching Moneyball too. That's a really
Moneyball,
good
there you
Another
go.
good one.
A very, very good one. Very good one. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Savannah Bananas are a traveling baseball team. They put on shows. They were just recently over at Fenway Park, sold the place out a couple of different times. Very unconventional. Lots of different types of rules that you wouldn't find in a normal baseball game. So my question is, Andrew, if there were a rule that you could take from the Savannah Bananas and implement it into Major League Baseball, what would it be?
No bunts.
No bunts?
I think bunts are boring.
Same.
Like realistically, I mean, I get why you do it, but pitchers aren't hitting anymore in the MLB, so there's really no reason to do it. And I mean, even like if a guy's throwing like a no hitter, I've seen people try to lay one down to break it up, and I just like
so cheap.
it ruins the game.
Yeah, you should be automatically ejected
Like,
if you're
even-
breaking up a no hitter in the 8th or 9th inning with a bunt. That's
Like even now, when I get the bunt sign, like I'm just mad. Like I get it, like we're doing it to win, but it's just
that's very fair. I can't stand bunts either. Talmo, how about you? What rule would you implement?
I would probably go the same, but I think that if there was like a rule that they should implement in the MLB, it would be like extra innings. 10th inning, 11th inning, 12th inning. Once you get past that, they should do a little home run derby, get someone right out there, and whoever
Get
has
the pitching cage out,
Yep.
just a couple of balls, just get it over with?
Yeah, whoever has more home runs, you go one round, and then you do an extra bonus round. After that, it's done. Game done.
Very, very nice. Two that I like. One's really out there. A foul ball. If a fan catches a foul ball, that counts as an out.
Yeah.
That's bonkers. But the one that I would absolutely do tomorrow is games don't last more than 2 hours.
yeah. Oh my
That
god.
is, give me that every single day. Nobody needs a baseball game that goes. And I grew up in the height of Red Sox, Yankees from late 90s through like the middle of the first decade of the 2000s, where you had games that were regularly 3.5, sometimes 4 hours long.
Yeah.
And the games were great because baseball was seemingly so much more important back then, but like nobody wants that. Nobody wants to sit around. Nobody has time for that. So that's the rule that I personally would implement tomorrow. So now we've reached the shout out portion of the interview, where Andrew and Talmo will both have the opportunity to give shout outs to as few or as many people as they so choose. So Andrew, is there anybody that you would like to shout out?
Yeah. I like to shout out my dad. He's always been there for me. My mom, my brother Ethan, Coach Turpak, Coach Short, Coach Robbie, Sharky, of course, this guy, my grandparents, that's pretty much it.
Very nice. Talmo, how about you? Shout out.
I would like to shout out my mother and father. I would like to thank them a lot for everything they've done for me from the beginning to now. They've driven me so hard and so much to be the best I can possibly be. I would like to thank my brother, my friends, a lot of my closest people, whether it's him or it's my buddies from AV, or just a lot of close people in general. My grandparents too. I'd like to thank them a lot. I'd like to thank a lot of my family and just some of my closest people in general. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for them, and couldn't be more grateful for where I'm at right now. So I would like to thank all of them.
Those are really great answers, guys. Thank you very much for that. And thank you so much for being here today and sharing parts of your stories and finding out that you guys have been lifelong best friends and have played baseball for your whole lives together. It's incredibly nice. You guys have 4 more games this week. Huge game against Bellingham tomorrow. Best of luck there and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And that's going to conclude this episode of the Summer Edition Senior Spotlight Show. You can catch this episode along with the rest of the interviews that we've done over the past few years across the fleet of our social media platforms. So for Andrew Talmo and Andrew Talcoff, I'm Matt Besachio, and we will see you next time. Cool. All right. Very nice. Nice job, guys.
Thank you.
Well done. Mike.